So today we're on the 2008 Yamaha V-Star Classic, and we're headed to the historic town of St. Augustine, Florida, supposedly the oldest city in America. So the way this trip will be taking me, it'll basically be taking me straight towards Daytona, and then from there we will turn straight up and start making our way up to St. Augustine. So this is the first long distance trip I've done on this bike. And this is, I think, one of the longest trips in general that I've done. So we'll really be putting this thing to the test. We just got it topped off on fuel, so we should be good to go on that front. I'm hoping that we can make it all the way up there. To be completely honest, I'm not 100% sure this thing's fuel mileage. It doesn't seem like it has anything concrete. Even I looked through forums and everything, and they all said, like, ride it until you run out of fuel and then do the math. So I have an idea, so I'm not like going into this blind or anything, but it's definitely something to consider.
Alright, so I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't have anything to show really during this journey, aside from just the highway, because that's what I was on the entire time. So here's Buc-ee's. Well, we just passed by Buc-ee's. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just gonna be more highway. So here's another little sped up part of that, so we can just get through all that highway stuff.
Alright. Let's just see where we are. Refueled real quick. Surprisingly enough, I think I only needed like a gallon and a half of fuel, which doesn't feel right to me. I'm not going to question it. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, really? An hour and a half and I only need, you know, rounded up to 2 gallons. That just doesn't feel right. But hey, the way that the pumps here work is that once you get the gas and it like clicks shut automatically, like you're done. That's it. So I would have had to keep putting my card in there, and you know, I don't really want to do all that. So we're gonna take its word. I may or may not look look for somewhere else to fill up before I leave, though, just in case. We're doing good in terms of time and I forgot to turn my what is it called? There's a specific name for it. But yeah, I mean, it's very very country out here. Lots of just nature, really not much else. But pretty, very pretty. Because now you're getting up towards Jacksonville. We're probably only about an hour, more or less, away from the city once you get into St. Augustine. So, you know, in that respect, it's kind of whatever, but this guy has a nice bike. I like his bike. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the clutch in, clutch out. Left turn, yield type C. So I know that St. Augustine, I want to say, is like almost a little island or something like that. It's right next to the coast. Well, I mean, it's on the coast. So I'm kind of interested to see if there's anywhere to get a nice view of like the ocean. I'm not sure if these are the oceans or the lakes. This one I think is going to be the lake. And then off to the right, I think might lead out to the ocean potentially. Or maybe that's also a lake. Either way, very pretty. Ooh, a drawbridge. So I think, yeah, we're, I'm pretty sure officially, like, actually in St. Augustine now. Okay. This is kind of a terrible position for me to park in, honestly. Fuck it, we will. Alright, well, let's see if we can get inside and everything. This is gonna be fun.
Caesar.